Okay, we're recording. Yes. Hello, and welcome to episode 45 of the Best Day Ever Crafting podcast. This is a podcast about crafting and sharing our crafting journey with you. My name is Arthella, and I'm also known as Eris Knits on Ravelry and Instagram.
And my name is Trisha, and I'm known as Tie-Dye Diva on Instagram and Ravelry. So welcome, everyone.
Welcome.
Welcome. Here we are back for another week. This is a milestone week for the podcast. Yes, and the make-along we've been hosting for the past 20 weeks. That's amazing. So if you're new here, we started this make-along at the beginning of the pandemic. Just trying to bring some joy and cheer and confidence and hope, which is what the make-along is called. And we've had a really, really good time connecting with makers from all over the world, as a matter of fact. So thank you all so much for your support of the make-along and of the podcast. And we could not have done it without you. And we hope that it has been as helpful for you as it has been for us. Yeah. So without further delay, let's get to some prizes. Before we get into the week 20 prizes, let's announce the prize winner for last week, which was week 19. Mm-hmm. And the question prompt was, what is your go-to project? When all else fails and you know you want to make something, but you can't quite, you don't quite know what it is, what's your go-to? So surprisingly, a lot of people said socks.
Oh,
there were a lot of sock knitters, which is
ours hat.
What's that?
Ours is a hat.
Yeah, for sure. Ours is a hat. So anyway, the prize winner was post number 16, and that was a post by Moore Willie, Moorwilli. Let me see if I can. Let's see here. Oh, Ida is her first name, and we're neighbors. She's actually from King George, Virginia.
Oh.
Yeah.
And we're not far away.
No, not far at all. So Ida says, hi, Trish. I love you and Arthella's weekly visits. I know it's a lot of work, but greatly appreciate it. My favorite go-to project is the Boneyard Shawl by Stephen West.
You know what? I don't think I've ever made a boneyard shawl. Have you?
I don't think I have either. I was actually thinking about that pattern a couple of weeks ago. I don't know why it popped in my mind. That would be a make-along. That would be a really fun knit-along.
Yes, because you can knit that in different weights of yarn.
Yep.
You know, someone gifted me one. I do have a boneyard shawl.
Okay.
It was knit up in Madeline Tosh Merino Light.
Okay.
In the vanilla bean colorway.
Oh, I love that color.
And I helped her. I helped the knitter Tara. Remember Tara from Fiberspace?
Yes.
I helped her. I convinced her to do a picot bind off.
Oh, okay.
She loved it. And then later on, she came and said, this shawl wants to be yours. And she gave it.
Nice.
But yeah, the boneyard shawl would be a really good, I don't know how many, if it could be a first time shawl for someone.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll put that on our list.
Definitely put that on our list for sure. So Ida, she also said, was just like what we said, it's a very basic triangle shawl and great way to stash bus. And she has one on the needles now with beads. So thank you, Ida, for your comment and congratulations for winning. Just as a reminder, you're going to win these 2 beautiful skeins of DK weight yarn. This was dyed by Llama Mama, and I believe the color is Flying Monkeys. And you're also going to receive this beautiful tin, which the top is polymer, and it's got mushrooms on it, Arthella's favorite. And we're also going to include one of Hey Brownberry's yarn on board pins. So Ida, send me your address and I'll be sure to get these out to you as soon as possible.
Yay, congratulations.
Yes. So we thought that since this is such an epic week, 20 weeks I think it's a big deal to do something consistent, especially in the midst of so much, uncertainty and craziness. So we're really happy about that. And we thought we would celebrate with you by, we're going to give away several prizes this week. And I believe we have, let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have 5 prizes. So the first prize, Arthur, you want to share what you're going to be gifting?
Oh, okay. The first prize is so are we having a prompt for different?
Oh, yeah.
Are we having we're having one prompt, or we're going to have a prompt for each?
Oh,
prompt?
just one prompt for the whole, and we'll choose 5 winners. Yeah.
All right. I have a prompt if you.
Okay, great.
Okay. This is a beautiful canvas tote bag by Jill Draper Make Stuff. It's like I said, a really ample size canvas tote. Make something. I love that. And then the graphic is like stockinette stitch. But you could also, if you're into embroidery, you can embroider on here. If you have some colored markers, you can mark, color on here. This is like a blank canvas for you to enhance the tote with one of your favorite stitching, drawing, something. It's like a blank canvas to enhance the tote with. So that's giveaway 1.
Awesome. Okay. Giveaway 2 is a $25 gift to purchase any Ravelry downloadable pattern collection or combination of patterns that total $25. And that was generously donated by a podcast viewer who wishes to remain anonymous. So thank you very much, anonymous podcast viewer. We value you and appreciate you so much. So that's giveaway number 2.
Wow, that's generous. $25 patterns on Ravelry?
Yes, it can be one pattern or a pattern collection. The first thing that comes to my mind is the Hohi and Vera Balamaki collections. I love their collections. I can't remember the name of them though. Interpretations. Interpretations. Yeah, I think there are at least 2 of them out there. So yes, that's an awesome gift. Awesome. Okay, prize 3 is a designer reached out to us and she's offering 3 of her patterns to one person as a giveaway. Her name is Sarah Punderson and she is known as Sarah Monty on Ravelry. So we will link to her patterns and you will be able to choose 3 of her patterns from Ravelry. So that's prize number 3. Thank you so much, Sarah.
Thank you, Sarah.
Prize number 4, we have this beautiful project bag. Isn't that gorgeous?
Yeah.
So this is from the Creatrix. The Creatrix, she's a good friend and former co-worker. We worked together for quite some time, and we were also in the same knit group at work. And I miss her a lot because we used to have a lot of fun. But she retired from our company, and she went into a bag making business. And this is her Janice bag. It's one of her most popular sellers. And what's so unique about the Creatrix bags is that very few are duplicates because she works in vintage fabrics. So most of her bags are one of a kind. And like I said, they're from vintage fabric collections from various places. But I just thought this one was absolutely gorgeous.
That is pretty.
Yep. So once again, this is the Janice bag that's going to go to a podcast viewer. And as you can see, I don't know, I think this is one that stays in the house. I picture this like in the living room, on the side of your couch with a throw beside it so you can cuddle up at night and knit with your large project. You can get quite a bit in here. This is definitely sweater or blanket size project bag. And again, this is the Janice bag, and I'll link to her Etsy shop in the show notes. I love that it has feet on the bottom too.
Oh, wow.
So it's lined. There are pockets that go along the entire width of one side of the bag. So it's very functional. It's a beautiful bag. So thanks again. Thank you for that. Prize number 5.
Wow.
Is this beautiful set of yarn. This was generously donated by Adrielle of Wax and Skein. And the purple is her colorway. It's her twist sock base, which is 80% merino, superwash merino, and 20% nylon. And it's 400 yards, and the color is dark charms. And she paired it with one of our favorite yarn makers, which is Yarn Hero, which is this stripy skein here. And this color is Ballerina. That's very aptly named. The pink and the yellow, very, very pretty. I could totally see these together in a project. It's also going to include a progress keeper from Karen's Hobby Room, who's also on Etsy, and it's a beautiful swan.
That's okay. A swan or a flamingo?
I always say that it's a flamingo. It's of course, guys, a pink flamingo. Well, thank you so much, Adrielle, for donating this absolutely beautiful prize.
Thank you, Adrielle.
So, actually, we have one more prize, and this is awesome because that everyone is going to be the winner of this prize. Every single viewer of the Best Day Ever podcast gets a prize. Like, you get a prize, and you get a prize, you get a prize. You get a prize. Exactly. So Sarah Punderson, who is Sarah Monty, who's gifting 3 patterns, just designed a brand new shawl pattern, and it's called the Asbury Wrap. Do you have it pulled up on your phone?
I do.
So that's her brand new shawl design, and she's gifting a copy of the pattern to every single one of you. It's absolutely beautiful. Arthella and I have already decided we're going to cast on for one. And it's an asymmetrical shawl, I believe.
Yep.
It looks like it's got some mesh in there with some other texture, and it also features an optional beads if you want to add beads to your shawl.
Yes.
Absolutely beautiful. You just need 1 skein of fingering weight yarn for it, I believe. And the code to download the Asbury shawl is Best Day Ever, all lowercase.
That's exciting.
And that's very exciting because we always say, wish we could give something to everyone, and now we can.
That is awesome.
It is. So thank you so much, Sarah. Truly, truly appreciate that. Okay. Whew, that was a lot. Okay, so what's the prompt? What's the prompt for the week? Did we ask it already?
No, we didn't. So the prompt, do you have a favorite go-to maker, yarn shop, instructor, another maker that you love and support? Share that with us.
Awesome. Great question. Great question. That could lead to some enabling.
Yeah, or some learning. I mean, like there could be like a virtual instructor. I could name a few.
Yeah.
Your favorite maker. Like I'm giving away that Jill Draper tote bag. Jill Draper happens to be one of my favorite yarn dyers, independent, yarn
Yeah.
dyer. So yeah, give us some suggestions on makers to check out
Definitely.
and see what they're doing. It could be a magazine. The sky's the limit.
Exactly. Great question. Great question. Yep. So I'll put that in the thread. As always, there will be a dedicated thread for the make along for the week. So it'll say Confidence and Hope Make Along Week 20. And I'll list the prizes as well as the code and the question prompt.
Yes.
And I thought it would be really fun if we could do a little celebration together of our 20th week. So we said, what theme song can we come up with? We can also get out of your comfy chair and stand up and stretch a little bit. And this is one of our favorite songs from back in the day from McFadden and Whitehead. Ain't no stopping us now.
Look, I'm passing on.
You passing on? I'm DJing. I love this song back in the day.
Yeah, you're doing your signature move.
Right, I know, right? Oh, that was fun. That was fun. Well, we have to do that more often. Awesome. So again, thank you all so much for being here. This is a lot of fun for us. It is a lot of work, like Ida said, but it's a lot of fun. And we are just as inspired by you as you say you are from us. So again, thank you for being here.
Yes, thank you.
Yes. So before we get into the making, what are we wearing today?
What are we wearing?
Yes.
I'm wearing a 100 Acts of Sewing shirt number 1.
Yeah.
That I made during the 100 Acts of Sewing July. And I just finished up all my projects. I had like 4 lingering. I showed them last week. 4 lingering. I even showed this last week. Yeah. So this is the hack I did on the shirt number 1 with the peplum.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see if I have a space to move back and so you can see it. You can't see the full thing, but
it's so pretty.
It's a shirt number 1, and it just comes right to my hip.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. I love it.
And I love the placement of the fabric.
Yes.
And I think I only had 2 yards.
Okay.
So I was limited, so I made use, I used the last half yard and cut that in half.
Mm-hmm.
And then used it for my peplum or gathering.
And did you attach the peplum to each half before you did the side seam?
So I attached all the peplum. I had panels, I had
Mm-hmm.
How many pieces did I have? Did I have 2 pieces? I had 2 45 width pieces that were only like, what, 9 inches or, yeah, 9 inches. So I attached those. And then I used that method. I used the yarn gathering method and gathered it. And then just attached it. Because actually, I looked and it's like, I have like a seam in the front, in the very front here, but you can't tell it.
Yeah, I would have never known.
Yeah, and so what I try to do is have more gathering in the front and less in the back.
Okay.
Yeah, that seemed to work out.
Okay.
As far as distribution of the gathering.
Right.
And it lays more, it lays more flat in the back.
Okay. Yes, I love it. I may try that.
It turns out like really, really, really,
it
really
nice. Everything, the choice of fabric and everything is just perfect.
Yeah, I'm really pleased with it.
Awesome.
Yeah, so that's what I'm wearing. What are you wearing?
Oh, well, I'm also wearing a shirt number 1 that I hacked. I don't think I've ever worn this on a podcast yet, but it's the one I did with the offset V-neck. Yep. So it's just made out of a cotton, 100% cotton that I had in stash. I didn't want to use anything too precious in case it didn't work out, but I think it worked out really, really well.
Yeah, it's pretty.
Yeah.
I love that.
I think I only had about 1.5 yards of this. So this one, let me see if I can stand up. This one, it comes about to the top of my hip.
Right.
Too. Yeah, it's just a pretty good length. I love it. I do. I love this shirt number 1 so much.
And what's the fabric? Is it texture?
Cotton. No, it's got just this print. Little
wow.
Just cotton. I'm pretty sure I got this from off the Joann's quilting. The clearance rack. Yeah, and I did a zigzag stitch just to give a little bit of interest. Did I do a zigzag stitch on the? Or is this a straight? I think this is a straight stitch on the neck. Yeah. So, yep. We are continuing with the 100 acts of sewing, even though we have, want to do other patterns. We'll always go back to 100 acts of sewing.
Well, yeah, because there's still a couple that I want to try to squeeze in. But
cool.
Whew, I feel like we're winding down from that. That was such a that whole month.
That was intense.
It was.
In a good way.
Yeah.
In a good way. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, so I haven't finished anything this week. I came so close.
So close to finishing what?
My socks. My other sock.
Oh, okay.
Yep, I came so close to finishing, but I didn't finish it. So, almost there though.
Okay, so I finished some knitting.
Cool.
Yay!
Awesome. Let me see.
So I had that test knit. The wool. It was released today. O'Brien's latest Woolusha. I can't.
It's a WOO.
WOOL. Let's see. WOOL. It should come up in the. You know what? This advanced. That part I do miss. The main screen where it's woolsha. WOOLLISA.
WOOLLISA.
Woollisa? I guess. Okay. Okay, so it was a test knit, and the test knit ended Tuesday the 11th, but I didn't finish on the 11th.
That's okay.
I did, but I was determined to finish. I was really close. But when you get close like that, it's like you just can't.
I know. Yeah, the rows go on forever and ever, and
yeah, they get see you start making mistakes, and
right.
I was like, this is too simple for me to just be making mistakes. Just take my time.
Oh,
So
pretty.
here it is. See, it
Oh,
says like a little picot,
yeah, that is gorgeous.
and it turned out really, really nice. It's really nice and light.
Mm-hmm.
The yarn is perfect.
That's gorgeous.
And
Tell me
this
the
is,
yarn again.
pardon me?
Tell me the yarn base again. I know it's plucky.
Yes, plucky is the large fingering,
Okay.
and that is 410 yards, and it's a merino, cotton, silk, and flax blend.
Ooh,
So yeah, this turned out really, really nice.
very pretty.
I love it.
But you're wearing so nicely. Very nice.
So I will make this again. I say that, but I don't know if I will or not. I mean, I could. I mean, it's a pretty I found it soothing and kind of like meditative because you know, repeatable. It's an 8-row. It's an 8-row repeat.
Okay.
The only little drawback for me was it grew like really slow. You only work up to 135 yards.
Okay.
But you're increasing 4 stitches per repeat, 8-row repeat. And I was like, why can't we do it faster than that? You know, it just seems like you go back and forth, back and forth.
Right.
And then you can only increase 4 times. And you do, you know, so that's the only thing for me. I mean, because the pattern itself is pretty, you know, it's a simple, you know, a simple pattern. It's easy to memorize. So but it yields a beautiful result. So
it does.
if you have a really like one skein of a really, you know, precious yarn, then go for it.
Awesome. It's so pretty. Congrats on finishing. Very nice.
Yeah, I
Very
finished.
nice. Yay.
So I will still post, you know, my finished picture in the thread and all.
Okay, and make sure you okay. Right. So if you want to post your picture, you don't have to do a Ravelry page if you don't want to.
Well, I already have a Ravelry page for it.
Oh, cool. Okay, well I'll link to that.
Post my updated pictures.
Okay. Perfect.
Yeah.
Either one. Alrighty. So as I mentioned, I am still working on my little shorty socks. And I just knew I was going to be finished. But these past couple of days, I started feeling icky. So I was kind of like chilling for the past 2 days. But I'm almost there. I just got like maybe an inch to go for my...
Oh, look. You're almost there.
I'm almost there.
Sock?
Yeah. Uh-huh. Because remember, they're going to be shorties. Here's the other one.
Yeah, I love that.
Yep, so I just got, just have to finish the cuff and put in the afterthought heel and I'll be done. So hopefully by next week, these will be off the needles. And I can cast on for another pair of socks because I want to get back to making sure I always have socks on the needles. Hey Brownberry just put out, or I think she has I don't think it'll be out until September, but I've really been admiring her new sock pattern. It's really, really pretty. So that might be my next pair. We'll see.
Is she a toe up or a cuff down?
These are cuff down. And she has also developed a no Kitchener heel close technique that she's going to do a YouTube video on. So I'm really interested in seeing that also. I'm trying to see if I can see the name of the pattern. Let's see here. The pattern is called Now and Next. Now and Next. They will be published in September, and there's a sneak peek of what they look like.
Well, that's pretty.
Yeah. Yep. So looking forward to that tutorial on not having to do a Kitchener stitch on the toe.
Oh.
So what else have you been working on this week?
How does that work?
I know, we'll find out.
For knitting and crochet,
Mm-hmm.
well, I cast on. I didn't get far, but I'm casting on for the little hat that we're doing.
We're doing a hat? Oh,
Remember?
yes.
So you didn't cast on either, huh?
I did not cast on.
This isn't a good representation, but this is Macintosh.
Is that Cousteau? No, that's not Cousteau.
No, this is Nassau Blue.
Oh,
that really is really much. It's not even showing up well on the screen, but it's like a really deep green blue.
Mm-hmm.
This is the Tosh DK. So it was already. I went to my stash of DK weight that's already wound and ready to go.
Right. Okay, I'm get on mine. I will get on it tonight.
That's sure. Okay. I just cast on last night, and then I realized so I'm casting on again. So we'll get caught up. We'll have a better update or progress made on our next episode.
Yep, and we'll give you more details on what we're actually casting on for on the next episode. Too. Yeah.
So that's one thing I'm working on.
Okay. And
then I picked up another test net.
Oh, did you? Oh, the
Jackie C.
Yes.
So I had said early in the week, I really shouldn't. I wish I hadn't. But I want to make the sweater.
Yeah.
So I was stash diving. I haven't even cast on for my swatch yet, but I did pull out this yarn, which is a purple Soho. And of course I left the ball band downstairs. But anyway, I'll be doing swatches before I cast on for the test net.
Mm-hmm. It's so pretty. Ooh.
So I'm trying to get my knitting mojo back.
Yeah.
I think it went on vacation or something.
Yeah, but you only have two hands, and you can't be sewing all the things and knitting all the things.
And when would I do all that?
There's only one person that can do that, and that's Ellie from the Craft House Magic Podcast.
Oh my gosh, you know what? She does all the things, and
she's in the league all by herself. I want to be like her.
Some of those little stuffies, I think, that she has, in her craft room. She has some little stuffies. I think they may help her.
You think so?
Get the things done, because
it's a delight to see all that she manages to get done.
Yeah, awesome. It is.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So I did do a new cast on this week. I started my Ricky hat, and this is how much I've got done thus far.
Wow.
So the Ricky hat is, we pull up the pattern. We talked about it last week. It's one of my favorite go-to patterns, and certainly favorite go-to hat pattern. The designer is Sarah Young, and it's basically an all garter stitch slouch hat. It's so cute. It's so comfy, and it really shines in a variegated yarn.
Yeah.
So
variegated.
I'm using Queen's Yarn Boutique DK. This is her Delirious DK, and if you know Queen's Yarn Boutique, she's a huge Prince artist, formerly known as Prince fan. So all of her bases are named after Prince songs. So this is a Delirious.
Yeah. That's on the playlist. That's a good song.
It's a good workout song.
Yes, it is.
This color is roasted, and she posted this. No, she didn't post this on Instagram. She posted another color on Instagram that I fell in love with. Went to her shop, it was all sold out. But of course, there's always something. So this caught my eye a couple weeks ago. I was like, no, I don't really need any more single skeins of DK. And then I went back to look at it again. I said, yes, I do. This one's gonna be my Ricky hat. So I love, it's turning out exactly how I want it. Big pools of color is okay, but I really wanted more of an even distribution of the color. And it's just perfect. Let me show you what it looks like in the skein.
Wow.
So really, really pretty. Beautiful, squishy, plump base. Really enjoying working with it. And I have my little Progress Charm by Brown Girl Knits keeping me company. I don't know if she has a name. Her latest little pin. She needs a name.
You name her. What's her name?
I don't know why Lola keeps coming to me, but no, she's not a Lola. I gotta come up with something.
Not a Lola.
No, she's not a.
You know, I name all my stuff Hannah.
Come up with something. Hey, you do names.
All my girls.
So cute.
All your name Hannah.
Yeah, so Brown Girl Knit, she's got 2 girls on her website. She's got this one, the one I'm on my Progress Keeper. Yeah, I gotta give her a name. And this one here. So it's like, it reminds me of the Wrong Girls from the Happy Planner. Yeah, they actually, no, it's 3 because then we've got this one too.
Yes, we have the Nubian sister too.
Yes. So yeah, we gotta give the triplets some names. Yep. So anyway, thoroughly enjoying that project. And I also have it in this really cute project bag. That's my first time using it. I usually try to match up my bags to my project, but I just grabbed this one out. I purchased this from the Frederick Fiber Fest a couple of years ago. And
I've never seen that one.
I know I had to have it. So it's applique work done on this. It's all the shoes and the yarn, everything was applique on, which is really cool. Yeah, this was made by I think it's Alta Yarn, AALTA yarn, Alta Yarn. And it's got a really cute heart lining in it. Yep, so I thought it was really cute and girly. And it also has a little yarn, a little buttonhole here that you can use to feed your yarn through.
Oh, cool.
Mm-hmm. I believe it was a yarn shop who had this bag. What's the yarn shop in Frederick that we were wanting to get to?
The yarn shop in Frederick.
Yeah, I thought there was a yarn shop in Frederick we were trying to get to.
Frederick, Maryland?
Yeah.
Well, the Knot House is
or
there.
Gaithersburg. Maybe it was.
You said yarn shop or
yeah, maybe yarn shop. Maybe it was Gaithersburg. You're right, because Knot House is Frederick. The name is escaping me, but I'll put it in.
Knit locally. We've been to Knit locally.
I've never been to Knit locally. That's the name of it, Knit locally.
Yeah, Knit local. I've been there.
And
I thought you had been there too. Maybe tomorrow. No. Tamara and I went there.
Yeah. Is that Gaithersburg, Maryland?
Yes.
Okay.
Really cute shop.
So her shop was there that particular year, and that's where I got this bag from.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So I don't know what's going on with the Frederick Fiber Fest this year. I imagine it's going to take place virtually. So, which makes me sad because we were supposed to be at the 29 Bridges booth with Mike and Mary this year.
Oh, right. Oh,
So maybe we could still figure out a way to do it virtually.
Maybe we can figure out how to do it.
Yeah. If they're still having it and if they're still vending there. So we'll figure it out. I know. So that's the only thing I was working on this week. Do you have anything else you were working on?
Knitting and crochet.
Uh-huh.
No, that's it.
Okay. Yeah, that's it for me too, I believe. Yeah. Okay, so what about in sewing? What's been in our sewing and quilting?
I have something.
I know you do.
You do? How you know?
Well, you shared with me one thing earlier this week.
Oh, I didn't even consider that.
You do have it with you though, right?
I have it with me.
Okay, good. Whew.
Okay, so I am making my great niece, who is due to arrive in October, I'm making her a quilt.
Yes.
So I did my quilt top yesterday.
What? The whole quilt top?
The whole quilt top yesterday. I was just like, okay. So I had told myself, once you finish that knitting, that test knit, you'll be free. I didn't want that. I just wanted to be free and clear of that.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So I finished that yesterday morning and went downstairs and washed, soaked it and blocked that. And then I said, let me just go in here and check, on my fabric for the quilt. And I just got to it. I said, it's no need in you keep putting it off.
Right.
So
right.
I finished the top. So here's the top.
Oh, it's so precious. Look at that. Oh my goodness.
I said, stop just overthinking it.
Yes.
So the little woodland creatures, they came all on fabric, and it was like panels. It was blocks, blocks.
Right.
But I wanted to break it up. I wanted to, to put some other fabric. So I cut those out, and then I matched a piece of fabric with it.
Okay.
And it was like, like this is a block.
Yes.
And you can see I have 4. Now I did like here, I was like, okay, just make it scrappy. Whatever comes up, comes up. Stop.
Exactly.
Because I was starting to be like, oh, that shouldn't match, or this I already have him up here and he can't be. I was like, just forget about it. Just throw that out. And I ended up with 2, let's see, where is it? I have 2 hedgehogs together somewhere. See them?
Yeah.
But I'm like, they're twins.
Exactly.
So Zora will not. I hope she enjoys this.
She is going to enjoy that for years to come. That is
so. My next, I did the top, and I'm really. So now my next feat is sandwiching it, because I'm gonna have to quilt it myself. I don't have time to send it out.
Right.
And Wanda had told me about a quilting shop in which we do. We need to put this on our list. A quilting shop in Columbia.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Quilting shop in Columbia, and the name of it escapes me, but she said that they have a long arm class. So you go in, and I looked it up because I messaged her this morning. I showed, I sent her a picture of the quilt, and I was like, how should I quilt it? And what's the name of that shop that you said, the long arm instruction and quilting service? It's called Sweetwater. It's in Columbia.
Okay.
So I looked them up online, and they, in fact, have a long arm class. So you come in, you don't have to bring anything. They provide a sandwich, thread, everything. They teach you how to use the long arm. So once they teach you how to do the long arm, then you have 2 hours to practice those skills. And then after that, then you can rent time to bring your quilts in and use their long arm. So I was like, okay. So I called them, and of course, they don't have any availability immediately. So I signed up for their wait list, because their classes right now through September or on wait list, but maybe we'll go ahead and register for in October. Maybe things will be better, you know, for us to get out and be around, out and about more in October and sign up for that class. We really want to sign up for that.
That's awesome. Yeah, that would be amazing. Yeah, let's keep an eye on it. Depending on how things are looking, that would be wonderful, because we saw the long arms at the quilt show this year. Whew. That
Yeah,
could
so
be
the lady assured me, she says, so she says, do you think you'll be doing this, you know, more than once? And I said, certainly. I mean, if it sticks, she said, so if you're going to, you know, use their services beyond the class, then they have a kit. You purchase a kit where you have your own bobbin and, you know, whatever, you know, tools you'll need to use the long arm. You purchase that and you have those for yourself. So when you come in just to do your quilting, you know, on your own, you'll have all those tools,
right,
you know, accessible for you, to you. So I was like, wow, cool. And like I said, their classes are all waitlist through September, and it looks like October would be the next time to sign up. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and sign up so I can be
You'll be in queue.
I'll be in queue for a class.
Right. I think I'll do the same. Yeah.
So I guess I want this quilt to have like the minky fabric backing. So I need to get out to Joann's, I guess, and find me some minky.
Right.
And I'll probably do like a yellow or something like that, minky.
That would be beautiful.
But I was like, wow, I did this. Well, I was up until 2 a.m. this morning. But I was determined to finish it because I had like 3 rows down, and I was like, and I was like, just push on, you know. So that's why this last one became a little more scrappy, you know, than the other rows. But I was like, no difference. Who's gonna know?
No.
She's just gonna be so fascinated with those little creatures. I love them. So I have enough fabric to make like some other pieces. Like if I wanted to make her like a little dress, or, you know, a pillow or something. I have fabric to do all that with too. So I'm excited about that.
That is it's beautiful. She's going to love it.
So I'm trying to figure out, so now that I have to quilt it myself, what stitch am I going to use? I don't know if I'm going to just stitch in the ditch, or I don't know yet.
Well, the top is so beautiful. You don't really need a quilt design to bring it out. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but they're so pretty when it's quilted.
They are.
But I'm not there. I'm just going to do something basic, you know?
Yeah. It'll be fine. It'll be just fine. Oh, congrats on finishing that top. That's beautiful.
Yay!
So you shared with me earlier this week had a quick Zoom call, your other quilt top, your quilt that you finished. I'm sure you're quilt. So that was very inspiring. It inspired me to pull out my unfinished blocks and finish my quilt top. Cool. So this is from, trying to see if I see my quilting book over there. I meant to pull that out. It might still be in the room. So I mentioned that I was a part of a quilting bee in 2017. And if you're not familiar with what a quilting bee is, it's a group of women get together and we make quilt squares for one another. And we chose the book Modern Bee, and I cannot remember the name, but I will link to it in the show notes, the name of the writer of the book. And it was just I really love the way the book was written, because there were simple squares, there were some that were complicated, and there were some that were really, really complicated. And that's how the book was broken down. The first part was the really simple squares. The second part was the like intermediate, and then the last ones were a little bit more involved. And so we each person in the bee chose which quilt they wanted. And then each person in the bee made one quilt block for every other person. And there were 12 of us total.
Oh,
So
wow.
the thought was that by the end of the quilting bee, we would all have 12 squares to complete our quilt top, but all the squares would have come from someone else. And we had makers from Washington State, we had some from the UK, from Australia. I think that was the farthest place. And of course, others in the US. And so this was back in 2017. And I'm just putting this quilt top together. And the pattern that I chose from the book was called the Trellis Crossroads. And you can see why it was called that, because it's the little trellises.
Oh, gosh.
And another thing that I meant to mention is that you choose your color scheme. So my color scheme was brights, all the brights, blues, oranges, and then the background color, we all chose the Robert Kaufman Kona solids, Kona white. So no matter what colors they chose for your square, it would really work well because the background would have been the Kona white for all of them. Yep, so this is my quilt top. It's the way I'm holding it now, I've got 4 squares going across and 3 going down. And so it's not that big. It's definitely throw size.
Uh-huh.
So I'm debating now if I want to make more squares to make this bigger, or do I just keep it the way it is, or do I do a border? I think I'm going to opt to do a border.
I think I would do a border.
Yeah.
Because that will encase your bee.
Yeah. Because the thing is, I have 2 extra squares left because a couple of people made more than one.
Uh-huh.
But I think I'm going to make a pillow with these. I'm going to make a pillow. I'm going to border this out, the same border that I use for the actual quilt. And because this will be a tiny pillow. And I honestly, this was one of the more involved squares. And I did make this for some other folks, but it wasn't hard. It was just, you see those blocks are very small.
Oh, wow.
She did a great job on this too. Look at the way she matched those up.
Wow.
So these 2 will be a pillow. And everyone did some, just put a little note on the back of their squares, where they were from. It also included their favorite Bible scripture, which was really, really nice.
Oh.
And this is the printable fabric. You can buy the printable fabric sheets from the craft store.
Uh-huh.
And some people wrote on them, and some people actually, put it in a printer and printed on them. So this one was really nice. Yeah, and this one actually came from Australia.
Wow.
Yeah, so
I would love to do something like that.
It was nice. It was really nice. And as I was putting the squares together, I was just thinking back to everything that was going on back at that time. It's been a rough 3 years. It's just like, it's just been one thing after another, truly. And I can't think if that was when was 2017. I think I was coming off of a surgery in 2017. Then I ended up having another surgery in 2018. When I joined the bee again. So I'll get that quilt top finished soon. But yeah, I just got to think about all the things we had experienced and all the things we had overcome, and with, help from friends, and of course, faith. And it was good reflection. Really, really good reflection. And I think it's a beautiful quilt top.
It's gorgeous.
Yeah.
It's gorgeous.
Yeah. And I asked them to use batiks because I love, batiks, if they could. And I just think it's so amazing how, even though these came from 12 different people, how well they all work together.
Look, they all work together.
And everybody's quilt is the exact same way. They just all match. It just all works together. So yes, I'll get these borders put on and figure out the rest.
That is awesome.
Thank you.
You have a finished
inspiring me.
That is awesome.
Yeah. Yep. So I'm excited. I'm excited. I don't know why I just let this sit for as long as I did. But yeah.
I know you had a whole, well, I know how it is.
Mm-hmm.
You just, you pulled it out just when you needed it, you know.
Isn't that the truth? Mm-hmm. It's so true. It's so true. We're making regardless of what the making is, and it's all therapeutic and it's
It,
all helpful and
it was just right there ready for you to
exactly.
just touch on and reflect on and just,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Yeah. So I'm really excited about that, and I can't wait to post. We have a little private group on Instagram, so I'm
Mm-hmm.
looking forward to showing, telling them I finally finished my quilt top.
I would like to create a bee like that.
Yeah, that would be interesting. It would be if any. It's. Oh, there's my neighbor's dog barking again. Hopefully she
Oh,
doesn't.
what's her name?
Annie.
Is it Annie? Did we?
Annie is her. Yes, I'm certain that's the name.
Okay.
Annie, instinct.
Yeah, tell Annie to be.
So yeah, she'll stop in a minute. What else can I say about that? I think that's about it. Oh yeah, but you said yeah, that would be fun to do a quilting bee. It's a long commitment. You know, you're committing to doing just one square month for a year.
But for 12 people.
Right. Right.
Okay.
So you have to have 12 people who are really dedicated and committed to doing it. You know, can't be wishy-washy. Just gotta be committed to doing it. And yeah, it could work. It
And
could
it's
work.
just 12 people, not 13, but 12. 12.
Um, well, you know what? It needs. I think it needs to be a in maybe in multiples of four because you know
Right.
13 people you're going to have an extra
Extra.
square
Right.
out.
Okay.
Yeah,
So 12.
multiples of 4 or 5.
Hmm. And so you all follow is it the modern quilting bee?
It's called the Modern Bee. Yeah,
The modern bee.
the Modern Bee. I feel so bad I can't remember her name. Lindsay Connor was her name. The Modern Bee by Lindsay Connor. And oh, there it is. Oh,
You see it?
I think I can get it without making an avalanche because I got the fan on, my iPad charging. All right. Okay, I got it. Here we go. So there's the book.
Wow, it looks gorgeous. Can you flip through there?
Sure, it's a beautiful book. If you have been curious about, and it's really nice because the beginning of the book takes you through, you know, setting the rules, what it's like to be a part of the bee, you know, how to make the bee successful. You can do a 6-month bee, which I didn't know. How to choose which quilt block you want, how to choose your fabric, little tips for how to you know, package your quilt. And we would also we sent our quilts in the mail, but we would also include little gifts and trinkets along. So I have little memories from this bee all over my craft room, which is really, really awesome. Let's see here. Troubleshooting common problems. And the instructions for the quilts are just impeccable. I'm a visual learner. I think I've mentioned that before. I do much better if I can see it, but that's not the case with this book. It's you know, you have to go by the instructions, but I was able to follow through them really, really well. And this is an example of a really simple quilt square. This was called Bluebell's Cabin. And as you can see, these are just different rectangles of different sizes So that could be a really nice beginner block for someone. As a Bluebell's Cabin. Let me find another one that was my favorite. So there's confident beginners. There are beginners. See, which was my favorite? Okay, so the intermediate blocks. One person chose this block, which involves some circular quilting. I didn't enjoy that at all. Let's just say that.
Did you all feel like you had the same skill level? Because how could you ask for that when someone in the group may not? So you felt confident enough. You felt confident to do, or you were up for a challenge?
I was up for a challenge, and Sandy in Tacoma, I always talk about Sandy in Tacoma. She was the one who introduced me to the whole idea. Oh, you should join the quilting bee. It's so I just started quilting. She said, you'll be fine. You're a crafter. You know what you're doing. Just the book is excellent. So I did it. And there were some times I was in this room literally pulling out my hair. I get all the squares cut out, but then I realized every single square was cut to the wrong size, or either I put something together wrong and I had to unpick or either cut out the squares all over again. So I learned a lot, but I can confidently say that if we did another bee and someone chose this block, I would drop out. I just did not enjoy it.
Well, I'm putting you on the list.
Okay. So there's the Trellis Crossroads. There's the quilt. No, maybe that's not is that my quilt? Yep, that's my quilt. So this is what the Trellis Crossroads looks like if you use all the same pattern collection.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm. And that is considered an intermediate block. Yeah. Oh, and this block was also it's intermediate. But I enjoyed doing this one.
Oh, that's pretty.
Really fun. It was super, super fun to make, even though it was intermediate. Yeah. And what I like about this block is that it's 16 inches. So even if you only have 12, you're going to get a really nice size block. I think in a Trellis Crossroads, it's only 12 inches. And the back of the book talks about how to choose your batting, how to choose your quilt size, how to how to sandwich your quilt, quilting styles, hand quilting, binding. It's an awesome book. So if you were just mildly curious about quilting, I highly, highly recommend it.
Huh.
Yep. Okay.
Wow, that was fun.
I know,
so
right?
You want me to show my finished quilt?
Yeah. Oh, you kidding me? Absolutely.
So let's see. When was that? I participated in the Rainbow Jelly. What was it? Rainbow Jelly Roll
Quilt along.
Quilt Along. Ruby Star Society.
Mm-hmm.
Hosted. It was a free quilt along, and I finished my top. I participated and finished the top,
Mm-hmm.
and I then sent my top off to a quilter who finished it for me. And the finishing entailed sandwiching it together, quilting it, binding it, complete finishing it. And I just got it back this week. And so those of you who have been with us for some time, remember when I finished the top. So here's the finished quilt.
Oh, that is so pretty.
And you see, I chose just a small black binding.
Mm-hmm.
And my My backing is black. It's the, I use the Ruby Star Society Speckled collection of fabrics. So this is the black speckle, and I love it.
That's so.
I love this back. It doesn't look, you can't tell the depth of it on this screen, but the thread is multicolored thread, and and this black speckle kind of has like a copper, it has some metallic in it. It's really, 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 really pretty.
It's pretty. And if you're on Instagram, you posted a really good picture. So definitely go on Instagram to her page so you can see it. It's just gorgeous.
So the quilting itself is really modern and to me kind of geometric, and I just love it.
It's so pretty. Oh my goodness. I hope you put it maybe in the family room across the couch. Will it work? Maybe too bright.
No, it wouldn't be. I'm trying to figure out where to, I don't know. I almost kind of want to, you mean hang it? I don't know if I want to hang it or what I want to do with it. I don't know. I was looking at some ladders, because I'll have a few more quilts that I'll be finishing up soon. I have a couple other tops. So I don't know. I don't want to just fold them up and put them in a closet. So I don't. This one, honestly, I thought maybe this one I would hang in my sewing room temporarily until
Yeah.
We'll see.
Yeah, we have a bag. We have a huge. You've probably seen the big basket in our lift. I think it's in the dining room now, and it's just I fold the quilts like into like a tube, and I just sit them down there. Which we use them all the time when we could have company, when my nieces and things, because they say I keep it too cold in here. So as soon as they come in, they make a beeline for the quilt basket.
Yeah,
that's always a thought.
Yeah, it's nice to have them and be used.
Yes,
I do need one, in the family room, just to pull over me. But I have another one.
Yeah,
that I'm working on. So yeah, that was like that was speed quilting yesterday, because like I said, I went downstairs, I guess about 4 o'clock. And then I took a break. I came up and cooked dinner, had dinner, cleaned up, went back downstairs, and I finished that top. It was like 2 a.m. before I finally came back up, but I had a finished top, and that was that was satisfying.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Yeah.
Okay, I have one more sewing thing.
Yay.
I finally made a dress number 3.
Oh my God.
So I finished my dress number 3. Look, I always put my jewelry, because I'm like, how am I gonna?
Oh my gosh, that's pretty, that necklace.
So this is the dress number 3, and I can stand up, but you really can't get the full effect. I'm gonna have to put it on and take a picture. It's got slits on the side, slits on each side. I used look, my shirt number 1 is getting too big for it's coming off. Okay, I don't want to be showing too much. I want to be showing anything. Okay. So this is the dress number 3, which is, I would describe this as almost like, I don't want to say kimono, but it is kind of sort of, because the sleeves
like a caftan.
Yes, caftan. That's what that's exactly what it is. Slightly oversized, but it doesn't have to be too oversized. You just choose your sizing carefully, and it just flows off the body. There's no shaping. In the pattern, there's just a tiny bit of curve, just like in the underarm area, where it narrows in around the bust line. But then after that, it just flows off. It's not a line. Yes, it is. It's on a slight A line.
It is.
It is on a slight A line, and it reminds me a lot of shirt number 1.
Uh-huh.
Except shirt number 1 doesn't have that underarm curve. It's more like straight down.
Okay.
But you know, there's this, the sleeves are already attached, so you don't have to do any inset sleeves. It's super easy. I use my the bias that we got from Karen of the
Oh wow.
yeah.
Aw.
Yeah. And I love it. I really love it. It's really cute on. It's I didn't adjust the length, so it's really long. It comes maybe about 3 inches above my ankle. So I will probably wear this with some maybe some wedge sandals. And I was debating what jewelry should I wear with this. Do I want to go? Because at first I had what did I have? I had like big chunky pearls. I was like, no, that's not quite it. And then I think I tried it with I have this necklace that's got a really large chunky pendant, and it's kind of off-white. I was like, that looked really, really good. But for some reason, when I put the turquoise with it, it just, I think it's this print, which is kind of like a Aztec Southwestern print to me. That's what it kind of translates as. I think it could also translate to like an African print, but more so it's South. I think it has more of a Southwest feel. So when I put the turquoise with it, that just worked for me.
That was it. Yeah.
Yep. So I'll be wearing it with this, and my other earring is over here somewhere. I think I got this necklace from Steinmart when I went to Richmond.
That is, I love that.
Yeah. Yep. So yeah, I finally got a dress number 3 under my belt, and I think I'll be doing more. I like it.
Okay.
I like it a lot.
Wow.
Yeah, I think it will work really well in a rayon.
Yeah. So what is that again?
This is 100% cotton, but it's a double gauze.
Okay, double gauze. So it has some. It's drapey.
It's drapey. It's drapey, and it's pretty sheer. I would definitely have to wear a slip with this, but it's not heavy. It's really light, but because it's double, it's light, but it has some substance to it. If that makes sense. Yep. This would be pretty with yellow jewelry too, I think. Yellow.
It would be pretty with any color.
Yeah. So, and I think I got this fabric is like deep fabric stash. And I think, I almost want to say I got it from Hawthorne Prints like about 4 years ago.
Oh, wow.
On sale, of course.
Well, of course. You love a sale. You love a sale.
Yeah, so that's dress number 3. Another 100.
Dress number 3 under your belt. Golly.
I know. So I got to figure out what I want to do another one. Oh, and I was going to say, this will also be great modified. You could do the dress number 3 as a tunic. You could just cut it off. And so it would give you the look of a shirt number 1, but with a little bit of an A-line. I think I would like to try that too. I think that could be really cute.
Cool.
Yep. And as it gets too big, I'm going to be experimenting with some pin tucks and some bust darts and some little bit of everything else.
Or a belt.
Yeah, or a belt. Yeah, I actually did cut out some belt loops that I could sew on the back and on the side. So I do have those. I didn't have enough fabric to make a belt, but I could always get something from the fabric store. Maybe some rope, some satin rope or something like that would be really cute. Yeah. Oh, and I was also going to say, it's supposed to have a seam down the center.
You should you could weave yourself a belt.
That would be so awesome. Wow.
Because you have a loom.
I have a loom, and I've been thinking about that little loom.
You only need.
Yeah, that would be so cool.
Wouldn't that be cool?
That would be really, really cool. Okay, let me think about that. Wow. Okay. That would be so awesome. Any weavers out there? I need all the help. I actually have a project on my loom.
You do?
Maybe that would be an incentive to finish that project. Yep. So I don't know whether you heard me, but I say I didn't do the seam down the center. I just cut both pieces on the fold. So it's supposed to have a seam down the center, which it's always been kind of weird to me. If anything, the seam should be in the back. Oh, and it's also supposed to have a V-neck, but I didn't cut out the V-neck. I just did the straight neck as usual, and just scooped out a little bit more as for a round neck for the front.
Okay, so you didn't even cut the V. You didn't cut the V in. You just went.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And one difference between this pattern and the shirt number 1 is that it's it fits a little closer in the neck. So if you're looking for, you know, something to sew that's really simple and you want to keep it closer in on the neck, I noticed when I tried it on before I cut out the front neckline, it was fitting really close. Like, see how this comes down off the shoulder?
Mm-hmm.
This one stops like almost at the bottom of the neck. So that could be, if you're looking for something like that, that's another reason to try the dress number 3.
Oh, I want to try the dress number 3.
I know you do. I know. So many patterns, so little time.
All the things.
Yeah.
I'm sleepy right now because I
bet.
I've been up.
So real quick in digital art, I've been piddling around in Procreate again on my iPad, and I created another little collage of stickers, I guess you could say. So it started with this center one here. This was let me put a little closer so you can see. This was another tutorial from one of my favorite YouTubers every Tuesday. Tila Cunningham is her name, and it starts out with these roses, and there's other little elements of flowers, leaves and branches that spray out from the roses. So once I made that, I just drew in some other elements around it, leaves and other little flowers and little buds and petals and things like that. And they're all little stickers that I can use in my planner.
Oh, that's so cute.
Isn't it the cutest? So a lot of fun. The earlier sticker packs that I made had a lot of white around the edges. So I'm was working on not having so much white around the edges of the image, so which makes the stickers look a lot better, I think. Yep.
I need to commission you for a sticker set.
You don't have to commission me for a thing. I got you.
Okay. So, I need something with lemon, like a lemon.
Ooh.
And because for the baby shower, she's using lemons.
Okay.
As decor, and she doesn't know it yet, but I'm making lemon mask with fabric. That's
gonna be awesome.
One of the favors is a mask. So I want to put the mask, everything's going to be packaged. I use that that clear. Our yarn comes in those bags sometimes.
Yes.
The black clear, But I want to put a little label on the front with like a lemon or something, and maybe if it's big enough, I can write in like Teen Baby Zora or something like that.
Okay.
So can you think if you can?
I'll come up with something, and we can even print it on. You don't have to write it in. The printer can print it, and the Cricut can cut it. Yep.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Something watercolory, nice.
Yeah.
Like a lemon.
Right. Yeah, we can do that.
Think you'd be up for that?
Mm-hmm. Yep. So keep reminding me, and I'll see what I can come up with.
Okay.
Yeah. Cool. That would be fun.
That would be awesome.
And other paper art. I think I told you. So you guys know how much I love my weekly planning. I'm still using this planner, this happy planner, for my weekly planner. And then I decided to set up a home planner, a planner just for home. we have a lot of little projects we want to do, and we need to stay more organized with how we do our chores and things. It's 4 of us here. We're all adults, but everybody's working, and sometimes things get a little pushed to the side. So one of my favorite planners, who is Fancy Plans, and she's known as At Home with Keita on YouTube. So if you're curious about, how to get started planning and what kind of things you can plan, I highly recommend her channel. And she put together a home management planning kit that I purchased a couple of weeks ago. So that's what this new planner is all about. So this is the Happy Planner Skinny Classic. And there was a cover on here. I took it off and put it over there, but it just wasn't going with the theme of the home management. So I created my own little cover. And I don't know whether you can see this paper. It's got like a texture to it, and it's sparkly.
Yes, I sparkle.
And the home management system, the color theme was neutrals and pinks, like rose gold and neutral. So that's why I wanted a planner cover that was that would match it. So this was just cut out on a Cricut. Super easy. And it's just, I won't go through all of the details, but the effort and the details she put into this, even the beautiful rose gold vellum paper, just awesome. And then I needed some dividers for the section, so I just created these dashboards on the Cricut also. I had this really pretty paper that matched really, really good. This is probably one of my favorite parts of the planner. This was in the home management system. Can you see the paper? It's got like texture on it. And so this is like the owner's dashboard. So this would be the Bullock family, established, I guess, 1984 when we got married? No, 1987 when we got married. So who we are, our mission statement, and our core values. So all that goes in the beginning of the home management system. And so I got to come up with I know what our mission statement is. I know what our core values are, and I know who we are, but I just have to figure out how to get it all down on paper. And just some little other organization things. I have one for cleaning, for meal planning, and just for weekly routines. And I have them all separated out by these, again, the flower dashboards. So I'm hoping this will help us to be more organized. And these are the inserts that she creates. She's so talented. I love all the things that she does. There's a routine sheet that she created. And I think there's some meal planning sheets. And then the rest of the planner is just for monthly. Yep, so hopefully this will inspire me to get some of these projects done around here and to be more orderly when it comes to getting all the house chores done. I was explaining it to the family and said, this is what we're going to do. And no one was enthused. So we'll see. We'll see how that works out.
Yeah, because my thing is, you're the one that implements and facilitates all that that's in that book.
Exactly. So I don't want to be like, I don't want, this is what has to be done this day. I just want it to flow better for everybody, Oh, okay. Yeah, I remember. Yeah, you did say we're going to, okay, so this is the bathrooms need to be cleaned this day. Vacuuming needs to be done almost every day, every other day. So hopefully it'll just be just a reminder. It'll be a gentle reminder to everyone. I'll be kind.
They're going to flip out their little skinny minis and be like, you will get the whole house on.
Exactly.
Oh.
Oh goodness.
Oh gosh. I know you can do it. But I'm like, no.
Yeah, we have to do better. And this, I think, being, like I said a couple weeks ago, we're home all the time. And it's amazing how stuff gets messed up. It's like the carpet needs to be done I feel like every day we need to vacuum. There's always like stuff. And part of it's my fault, like the hallway leading out to the craft room, there's always like little bits of,
oh gosh,
fabric.
It's yarn, it's fabric.
Yeah, and now as of late, little paper shredding from the Cricut.
Oh,
You know,
gosh.
like little things. It's just so. It's not just them; it's me too. So, yeah. So I'm excited to have another planner
Oh, wow.
that I can piddle around and write in, and hopefully help me to stay on focused.
Cool.
Yep.
All righty. So is that it for your digital art?
That's it for digital art. Yep.
That's a lot. You're doing a lot with that.
I'm enjoying it. I'm really figuring out this Cricut. It's amazing the things that it can do. It's like, it's a pretty awesome machine. Pretty
So
awesome.
I had mentioned to the girl Stephanie that I met at the Ankara skirt class.
Mm-hmm.
We've been talking because she crafts, she sews, and doesn't. And I mentioned I had a Cricut, and she was like, "Oh my gosh, you have a Cricut? You have got to help." I said, "No, the one that wants to help you is we need to try to set up and get a lesson or a meet up with Trish because she's all things Cricut,
I'm
yeah.
good. I'm learning the like the design space, what does what and how to make things work. But
Right.
what I need help with is this vinyl. I need to figure out how to which vinyl to use for which projects, and because I tried to do a mug a couple weeks ago. I should have shown it to you. And somehow in the weeding process, it was a disaster. One, I just had to throw it away. I tried it again and I got most of the image off, but a lot of it, I just couldn't get it to transfer.
Were you using transfer paper or?
I was using transfer paper, yep. And
Wow.
It just wasn't, so yeah, that's the one I could use help with. But it's an awesome machine. It's really, really. It does some amazing things. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. Okay, so you have any dream making in your future? Anything coming up?
So my dream making will consist of our hat that we're working on together. And my test knit for Jackie C.
Yes.
So that's my dream.
Okay.
Dream knitting. Sewing. I do have in the pattern is in the other room, I believe, that it's a sleeveless tiered dress. And I showed this fabric last week. Remember I had showed this last week?
Yes.
Green
Yes.
and the yellow. I'm going to tier these two together.
Oh boy, that's going to be gorgeous.
So that's going to be for the baby shower because again, she's wearing yellow. We'll have my sister and I will be there to help with the drive-by and everything. So,
right.
I figured that would be
very nice
to make him wear.
Okay.
So yeah.
All right.
So it's a McCall pattern. It's the 7948, and it's a tiered. I can run and go get it.
Okay. You want to go get it?
If you want to see it.
Okay.
Right back. Look, gotta move some stuff out of the way.
So it's 70 McCall 7948. I probably could have just pulled it up on the phone.
You might even have it.
McCall's 7948. Oh, this is cute.
You see it?
Yes. No, I don't think I have this. That is adorable. Here, that's what it looks like. So it's 3 tiers. It looks like it can also be view A and B is just one tier. That is really adorable. And those sleeves. Look at those sleeves. Let me
Isn't
show
it?
you.
I'm glad you were able to pull it up because of course I can't put
And
my
there
hand
to see even better on this view here. That
on
is
the pad.
absolutely adorable.
But I'm gonna do the
All the
sleeveless
views.
version.
The sleeveless version?
Yes. What is that?
Awesome. That would be view C. View
Yeah,
C.
that's what I'm gonna do. The sleeveless version.
This is
I
really
think I
cute.
have enough fabric because of course, I was thinking at first I would do the Wilder gown, but I really don't believe I have enough fabric for that. So I'm gonna have to look and see how I could manipulate the fabric.
I'm gonna have to. I love this. I love this, and it's a bit small for my size, but it looks like it would be simple enough to braid.
I think. And does it have a zipper in the back?
No zipper. No, it looks like it's a button, just one button closure. I love this. Yeah, I'm gonna have to get this one. That's very cute. Very, very cute. All right, so my dream making in knitting is I want to make the array hat. I don't know whether you've seen it by Pearls and Pepper. It's her new hat pattern. And of course it features Dapper Dye Works yarn, who is her husband. And let me see if I can pull it up. The array hat just came out today. Hold tight. I just put it in my favorites. There it is. So the it's a worsted weight hat, and it's so simple.
Oh yeah, that's so pretty.
Isn't it pretty? And it looks like brioche, doesn't it?
It looks like brioche, but it's not.
It's not brioche. It's slip stitches.
Oh, it's slip stitches.
Slip.
So, did you get that pattern with the kit, or is the pattern just available for purchase?
The pattern is available for purchase, and if you purchase yarn on the update this week for the because he had kits for the hat. If you purchased either a kit or anything, any other yarn from the update, you got the pattern for free.
So what yarn does that pattern call for?
It calls for Stapleton, which is his worsted weight base. I know. I've already chosen my colors.
So, did you get the pattern for free, or you purchased the pattern?
I got the pattern for free because I purchased yarn on. I didn't get it, but there were two colors. Because what is he doing? That summer series, what does he call it? Hold on. They know how to get us with these.
You found some other colors, huh?
Yeah, let me make sure I get it right. So he calls it the August playlist.
Right.
So this was the playlist for August. That this is a green. I know it looks like it's black, but that's green, and then that pink. And this is this gray. This is like a really dark charcoal. And then this gold is so pretty.
So is the green showing in the hat, or is it that dark charcoal?
Let me see. I think it's the charcoal. You know what? Let me see. Because she posted the hat on her page. Let's see, does she give the colors? Oh, look at this one. There's another one.
Oh, that's pretty.
That's really pretty. But the one she did, let's see, does she list the colors?
And what's the name of the hat?
Array. A-R-R-A-Y.
I love that.
Yeah. Oh, I'm not seeing the names. You know what? But to me, it looks You know, sometimes it looks like it's black and sometimes it looks like it's green. I think it's black. It's the black.
I'm on Ravelry. It's vinyl.
Vinyl. Okay.
So you have that, right?
I don't have vinyl. I have cassette, but that's what I'm going to use for my my painting bricks shawl.
That is so. I love
do
that.
Have this Stapleton in like a dark charcoal. This was one of the hits from the B-side.
Right. I think I have that one too.
So I'm going to mix it with this, another hit from the B-side. I think this is supposed to be Champagne Wishes.
Uh-huh.
And then I'm going to mix it with Sweet Potato. No, this is another hit from the B-side. Oh, so that's going to be my array. Isn't that pretty?
I can't remember what colors I have, but I think I have 3 different colors too.
Mm-hmm.
And it's Stapleton.
God. Stapleton is the worsted base. Yeah.
Yeah. I think I'm good.
You good?
Yeah, I don't think I need to order anything.
Right. I know, right?
That pink is pretty though.
Isn't it pretty? I don't know if I got the pink, but I know I got that golden color because that just pretty. Yep, so that's my dream knitting, and then for my dream making, I'm going to be making this pattern here for my niece. She asked for 3 pairs of shorts.
Oh wow!
And she chose a pattern from Style Arc, but Style Arc's patterns, I found them to be really straight, just straight. There's not a lot of curve, and certainly with the pattern she picked out, it just would not have worked for her because she's very slim, but she's very curvy. So I thought that this would be more appropriate. And the one she likes the paper bag waist. So yeah, so I'll be making these for her. And I suggested that she get some of the Robert Kaufman. What's the with the cotton, the linen, and the linen and the rayon. What is it called?
The Brussels.
Yep, the Brussels. So we're gonna do a pair in this. I think this is the green you have.
I think so too. That's pretty.
So we're gonna do a green pair. We're gonna do an orange pair, and we're gonna do like this really soft, greenish light blue.
Oh, okay, that's pretty.
You can see this is definitely more than 1 yard because I wanted some of this too. So this is going into acquisitions. So should we just go into acquisition?
We're there.
Okay, so I got these from fabric.com. I think I got 3 yards of this because I gotta have a pair of pants out of this. So beautiful, this color. I wish I don't have the color, I don't know it. But it's really, really pretty. Yep. So I'll get these washed up and start working on these early next week. And then my final color, this one is for me. And I think this is just basically brown. This might be the yarn dyed one. So
the yarn dyed linen?
Yeah,
That's pretty.
Isn't that pretty? It's like brown. I think I got 2 yards of this too. I think I got 2 yards. Yep, so this will make some awesome pants. Yep, and I plan on carrying these right through the winter. Yeah.
I love that color.
Yeah, I do too. So that's my first acquisition.
Your first acquisition?
I just have a couple more, not a lot this week.
Okay, so yeah, I'll probably have a few packages tomorrow.
Yeah.
Because I can think of a couple of new yarn dyers that I supported. But I did order, and it came in the this fabric that I had gifted this to Jane, and she made her dress number 1, and I was like, I want one. So I was able to find the fabric. So I ordered that. That came in.
Mm-hmm.
And I got 3 yards, so I'll have plenty to
That
make.
is so beautiful.
I wonder how would this be in a dress number 3?
Oh, it would be stunning.
You think? You
Mm-hmm.
don't, I mean, this is a quilting cotton. Do I need something a little more drapey or?
I think it'll be fine. Especially if it's one of those premium cottons that tend to have more of a drape.
Yeah, I mean, it's a nice weave, but I don't know how, I don't know. I would, it
Mm-hmm.
seems okay. Yeah, I might do that or I don't know.
Oh, that would be pretty. How much did you get?
I got 3 yards.
Okay. That should be a plenty.
That'll be a plenty for something, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that's what I got.
Okay. My fabric panel came in for the face mask.
Cool.
Yeah, I don't know whether you guys have seen this before. Is this Ruby Star or Cotton and Steel?
It's Ruby Star.
I can't keep up with all the name changes.
Yeah, you're.
So they created a panel for face mask. So the rectangles are for making the rectangular pleated style face mask. In some of their more popular prints.
Oh my gosh, those
Look at
prints.
the typewriter. I can't wait to make that one. And then of course this is what was turning to one of my favorite styles of face mask is this one here. This is the part of that fits, that point there is what goes like right at the top of your nose. It keeps everything nice and close.
I haven't made that one yet.
Yeah. Did you try yours on yet? The one I made for you?
You know what? I did not.
So yeah.
And where is it? Where is it, Trisha?
I had to charge you extra to keep up with your things too.
Oh my gosh. Well,
You'll find it.
I'm gonna get a better handle on this because this is.
I know. Look, that's why I had to come in here because when you
starting to be
I-
from a problem.
my goodies, I wanted to make sure because like my little pin cushion, I said this is going to stay.
Oh.
It's right here, right, not going anywhere. It's going to stay right there. Because if I, take it in a room to finish a project while I'm watching TV, it was like nope.
So the face mask, I can't remember. So
Mm-hmm.
you made me that. You made me that kind.
I made you the one with the point at the nose.
Okay.
And it's just got the 2 elastic loops around the back.
Okay, cool.
Mm-hmm.
Have you seen the 3D? The 3D mask? I want to try that one.
I never heard of it. Oh, and this came from the Quilted Peacock. I will link to her on the show notes. These were hard to find. I think they're becoming back in stock. So if you want one, then just grab it wherever you find one. 3D face mask.
Yes.
Are they sewn?
Yes, they're sewn. Let me see if I can find it because I did have it. I had it open, I thought, in my Ravelry. Okay, here they are. Oh, what is that? How did that happen?
I'm having a snack at lunch. I'm so hungry.
Oh. Let me see if I can find it in my.
Well, while you're looking for that, I will share another acquisition. I talked about my fun little project keeper from Brown Girl Knits, and that we need to give a name to. There she is there. So Amanda of Brown Girl Knits also embroidered her on some little notions pouches. So I picked up one of these. And you know what I love about this? Just besides the fact I love notions pouches, if you look closely, you can even see the knit texture in her sweater.
Oh wow! Can you?
Mm-hmm. It was kind of blown out on this screen, but if you look at it just with your eye, it definitely has a texture to it. I love it so much. So thank you, Amanda. And she even included a little another little progress keeper of one of her earlier designs on the zipper pull. So yeah, so I love it. And I love the polka dot. I love everything about it. There's a cute little polka dot lining on the inside. Yep, so thank you. Amanda's been taking all of my money here lately. Every time I see something with this design on it, I can't resist it. So
don't make all your money.
Don't make anything else with this design on it, Amanda.
You know she's not going to stop there. You might as well get
I know.
Go ahead and pre-order your t-shirt.
Exactly. Oh man, I would not be able to resist.
Go ahead and
t-shirt would be so awesome.
And let's see what else.
T-shirt, a nightshirt, ooh, a baseball cap.
Oh, that would be cute.
I have to cut off all my hair. Speaking of which, hopefully next time you see me, more than half of this hair will be gone. It's just too much. You still can't?
Of course, I can't find the 3D right offhand. I don't know.
We'll show it next time.
We'll show it next time, but I want to try it.
Yeah, now I'm curious. I'll look it up later on. Let me write it down and include it in the show notes. 3D face mask. Do you have any other acquisitions?
Yes.
Okay. What you got?
So I picked up or I ordered this periodical. Sewn. And I believe this is the This is the August 2020, but it's featuring a lot of male makers.
Okay.
A lot of male makers. And I just flipping through, I found someone that we met that's featured in here. Remember the fellow we met at Frock Tales?
Yes.
That beautiful. He's featured in here. And look at this. His article is Not Your Grandmother's Quilts. Usable art by Teague. His name was Teague Flanagan, remember?
Yes. Oh, wow.
Did you see that? Look. He shows you, look, I'm like, oh, wow, that is a major.
That is
quilts.
Oh my goodness.
A quilter. We knew it was something special about him.
Yeah. He just glowed. You could just see the pride he took in his work. Wow.
So I'm really excited about this. It's sewnmag.com.
Yeah. Do you remember Michonne, who you met? She's the one who stole the show at Frock Tales with that African print. I think it was pants and then a tunic over top of it. Tall, slim.
You mean Fee So Crafty?
No, not Fee So Crafty. Her name is Salon Michonne on Instagram.
Why don't I remember? What did she have on again?
It was an African print, like a tunic style, and I think it had like, I don't want to say it like a train in the not a train in the back of it, and like cigarette slim pants.
And it wasn't Fee So Crafty. I thought she had on something similar.
Fee So Crafty had on a beautiful dress. That's what I remember. I can look through my Instagram feed, see if I can find the pictures really quick. How can I get you to remember her? So she's also local. Thing maker. It's not. I can't find it quickly. But anyway, so she was also featured in Sewn magazine.
Okay.
Maybe last year. Maybe I want to say.
Yeah, I think this is. If it's not the male makers, it's definitely predominantly male fashion and design.
Okay. Okay.
You know,
Yeah.
attire, you know, there's a
Right.
fellow here. It seemed like I've seen him before. Ties by Dion. He
Oh,
does
wow.
bow ties and things.
Oh my goodness. Look at that. So much talent.
Yeah, so wow. Look at
Very
that tie. I know you're gonna want to make Ray. Look at that.
Yeah, I've been asking him if he'd like an African print tie. He's like, oh, he's so we'll see. We shall see.
Oh my gosh.
Yep,
That's
awesome. I'm
funny.
going to pick that one up. Very nice. Sewn magazine.
Yeah.
SEWN.
Yep. Sewnmag.com.
Got it. Okay.
So yeah, that's the last thing that dropped in my mailbox this week.
Okay. All righty. So before we close, just a quick what we've been up to, jibber jabber.
Jibber jabber.
I haven't been up to anything new. I am, closing out the fiscal year at work, so I'm just trying to wrap up, all the things from the previous year and getting set up for the new year coming in. So that's been keeping me pretty busy and focused. And this weekend is a big weekend for Ray and I. We'll be celebrating our 33rd wedding anniversary.
33rd? You've been married longer than me.
I told
Wow.
always when he's misbehaving, I say, I've given you the best years of my life, literally. I've been married more years than I haven't been married.
Then you've been, yeah. More than, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah. So, yep, we'll be celebrating 33 years of marriage. And I was of course, I wrote it down in my planner, and I was going to make a sticker out of our wedding picture.
Uh-huh.
And I haven't done that yet. But that's our wedding picture.
Wow.
I know. Isn't that crazy? And I will say that you can't see it, but so my dress, we were young, so young, didn't have much of anything but love was what we had. I remember getting my dress from Landover Mall, which is a local mall in Prince George's County area, and it was I think I got it from a wedding shop, wedding and prom dresses, and it was on sale. It was like, of course, I've always loved a sale, so I got a really good deal on it. But it was kind of plain. I don't know if you could see those big bows that were on his shoulder. A big bow on each shoulder and a big bow in the back. So other than that, that was it. It was just white satin. So I sewed sequins all over the gown. So just to give a little bit, I think some pearls and sequins. You can't really see. And I also made my headpiece.
Oh, wow.
Mm-hmm. But other than that, and I think I made the flower girl dress, and I made my mother-in-law's dress.
Oh, wow.
Mm-hmm. So it's nice to think back on those memories.
Oh my gosh. Well, congratulations to you and Cuz.
Thank you. I know, right?
That's
I don't know what we're gonna do. Yeah. Yeah, I'm truly, truly blessed. Truly, truly blessed. It's been a good 33 years. Mm-hmm. Good. Yep. It's been a good union. Yep. Not to be grateful for. So we'll find something to do to celebrate. I'm still not, if I can find a restaurant that serve drinks in paper cups and plastic plates and disposable silverware outside, far away from other guests, we would go. So it won't be a formal dinner out, that's for sure.
I think you can accomplish that. You could find that.
I think so. I got a couple of ideas. Yeah. So Yep, so that's what we'll be doing this weekend. And other than that, still going strong with Weight Watchers. Nothing new. I feel like there was something new I wanted to share, but can't think of it.
What, recipe-wise?
What about you? Yeah, either recipe-wise or food. Huh.
Yeah.
So go ahead.
No, just sticking with my tried and true. No new recipes or anything. The air fryer has been my best friend. So I've
yes.
Did I tell I made some spare ribs in the air fryer.
You are kidding me.
No.
They were raw. You put them raw?
They were raw.
What?
Mm-hmm.
That's incredible.
And when I saw all that, I'm afraid to ask Jackie. He's coming up now. Jack, you can't say anything good. How were the spare ribs that I cooked in the air fryer on Sunday?
All right.
He said they were all right. Yeah, that means good.
That means all right. Okay.
You'll never get, oh my gosh, that was, no, you don't get that with him out of food. A lawnmower maybe, but not food.
That's an interesting comment, because I think that's just an interesting take on how different people feel about food. So like for me, which is a big part of my issue with weight, food has been or was like an event. It's like food is just like, so when someone fixes some good spare ribs and I eat them and like 2 weeks later they say, how did you like them? I'm going to give a whole dissertation on everything I liked about it. I'm going to talk about the layers of flavor, moist on the inside, crispy on the outside. And
they were cooked in the air fryer. They were cooked in the air fryer.
That's, I mean, I know people who've done salmon and chicken, fried chicken. We haven't done any meat yet, so we need to get on that this week.
You haven't cooked any scallops or shrimp or anything like that in the air fryer?
Nope.
Oh, my scallops are perfection in the air fryer.
What? So you just season them like you normally would?
I just season them and drizzle some olive oil. Because that's just like, so the spare ribs, I sliced them into smaller, so it maybe was like and it was just a single slab of baby back. So they weren't, the bone wasn't really thick, and the meat was, tender, lean. Well, not lean, but it was tender. It was not, really. So I made smaller like sections, so it may be 1 or 2 ribs per section. And really, it all fit, in the tray of the air fryer. I didn't have to do 2 sessions or anything like that. So I seasoned them, and then when I placed them in the air fryer, in the tray, and then I just drizzled some olive oil on them and let them go.
Wow.
And then, once they were close to what I considered being done, then I drizzled some barbecue sauce. I didn't slather it on. I just drizzled the barbecue and let that air fry the rest of the way.
That sounds really good.
The amazing part is, once you go to clean up the tray, you see all that oil built up in the bottom.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Even with the air fryer is, I was like highly offended when Jackie, because he bought the air fryer, and I was like highly offended when he brought that air fryer in here. I was like, well, who's going to use that? I was like, he's not going to use it, and what is he going to force me to use it? I just it has become my best friend.
Oh my goodness! Wow.
In the kitchen, it's one thing to clean, maybe 1 or 2 more less things that I have to clean up. It cleans up really easy. And like I said, I've done fish, I've done scallops, veggies.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. The other thing is those waffle fries. I really love the
Oh
waffle
yeah.
fries from Chick-fil-A.
But they limp once by the time you get them home.
They yeah, they're not good by the time you get them home. Well, or Ida has the frozen
Oh,
waffle.
okay.
And you talking about something good in that air fryer.
Wow. Wow. It's pretty awesome. Was it Friday, Saturday? We went to Trader Joe's and got some groceries, and we got the coconut shrimp, which I'd never tried before from Trader Joe's. And we just put those in the air fryer while they were frozen. And those were pretty tasty. They were really, really good without any extra oil. Didn't even
Right.
spray. Yeah. So yeah, yay for the air fryer.
The air fryer is,
For sure.
is doing the job.
Yes.
Um,
Yeah.
but yeah, I haven't resumed walking. To this week could have been there were a few days that were on the
Mm-hmm.
side. The humidity is still an issue, but I've
Yeah.
been moving around the house pretty good. I mean, of course, I'm not getting the same steps, but I do feel
Yeah.
more. I feel more active, and um, eating better, drinking. Doing the things. So
Yeah. Yep. Doing the things. I will share one last thing. It's we talked about we're trying to doing more tidy up and projects around our home, and also one room we're starting with is our bedroom. And I had a Pilates machine in my bedroom in a corner. It's been there for like 2.5 years.
you sit in a corner.
Yeah, it's a nice machine too.
Is Pilates the reformer thing?
It's the Pilates Reformer, I believe it is. It's the one that's got the rebounding board.
Uh-huh.
It's got the straps for doing the arm
Right.
exercises out, vertically or horizontally. But what I really love is the rebounder, because you just lay on your back and you just push it off of the board, which is such a workout for your core, which is what Pilates is all about. So we got that out the corner, and it has a dedicated place in the bedroom now. So I just have to use it, and I don't have to, pull it out and put it down and open it up, and it's just there where it's going to stay. So I
Wow.
did a little bit of that yesterday. It liked to kill me, but I figure I'll get better at it the more I use it.
I bought a jump rope.
Oh, nice, fun.
I haven't used. I just bought it. It's actually still in the bag in the car, but
Mm-hmm.
it's a Jillian. What's her name? The workout lady, Jillian.
Yes. Oh, I can't think of her name, but I know who you're talking
You know
about.
what I'm talking
Mhm.
about. To be on that show with Bob. They used to push those. The Biggest Loser. Wasn't she on The
Yes.
Biggest Loser?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, early on she was on The Biggest Loser.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's like a free app. You can do a trial app for her jump rope routine.
Right.
So I'm gonna try that.
Awesome. Yeah, that would be really fun.
I
Let me
think
know
so.
how that goes.
I
Yeah.
will.
Simple things. I've been just like you said, being conscious of moving more. What day was that? One day this week, I was up constantly. I think at one point I was doing stuff with the cricket, so I was just standing like right at the table for so long, and just I would come back to sit at the desk to work in Procreate. Then I had to jump back up and go to the printer. But I know I got over 10,000 steps that day, and by the middle of the day, my Apple Watch had said you met your stand goal. So that was exciting.
Yeah.
That was really, really exciting. So just doing more, just being more aware of moving more can be really helpful.
It is helpful.
Yeah.
It all adds up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely. So before we
Cool.
close out, we're going to share a little announcement. So ever since the pandemic has started, as you know, we've been recording every week. So we have decided to take a break from recording every week to recording every 2 weeks. That would just allow us time to regroup, to refocus on the podcast and on our crafting goals and on some other things. prioritizing some other things. So it's been great. It's been wonderful. But yeah, we may return to once a week, but we're going to take a break from the once a week just for a little while and see how that works out. And hopefully we'll have more finished objects to share, or just more things in general to share.
Yeah. Just a reboot, a recharge.
Mm-hmm.
We can get some things cleaned up in
Yes.
these rooms, because podcasting is production, to a certain extent, in that, the things that we, share, after we share them, they should be put away.
Right.
Are they put away? And so, yeah, we're just,
Mm-hmm. And
to regroup.
yeah, and we didn't talk about this, but I feel safe in saying that we will continue with the giveaway. So the giveaway will be every 2 weeks instead of every week. So there will be a giveaway with every episode until further notice. So, you makers out there, if you have something you'd like to donate to the podcast, we'd be more than happy to accept it as giveaway donations. And I think that's it.
Yeah, it'll give us all more time to focus or refocus on
Mm-hmm.
Some other things.
Yeah.
Just it's through for a few weeks.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll just play it by ear.
Play it by ear.
I told our fellow, well, we may have to come back every week. Maybe there's something exciting we need to share. Or maybe some type of bonus episode. She's like, what kind of bonus episode? I don't know. I'm just throwing things out the hat. There was one other thing I was going to mention. One thing I would like to devote more time to is spending more time in the Ravelry group. So a lot of times I don't get to do that. Yeah, the week just goes by so fast. So even though we won't be here every week, I do want to be more present in the Ravelry group. So we won't be here, but we'll be there, communicating. So please, keep your questions. If you have questions of us, I may open up another Access Anything thread if there's something you want to know. If there's a question prompt you think we should use, someone just sent me one today I saw before I sat down. So we'll be using that question prompt for the next episode in 2 weeks. Yeah. So don't forget to, if you want to enter the epic giveaway for the 20th Confidence and Hope Make-Along, be sure to enter into the Ravelry thread for that. We have 5 prizes this week, so we're super excited about that. Don't forget that everybody's a winner this week because you get to download that beautiful shawl pattern.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think that's it. I think we covered everything.
Okay.
So we'll see you in 2 more weeks.
2 more weeks.
We'll be back refreshed with all the finished objects.
All the things.
All the things. And we'll see you meantime in the Ravelry group. Definitely.
Yep, for sure. And on Insta.
Yes, and on Insta. For sure.
Yeah.
For sure. Yeah.
Okay, well.
Okie doke.
Take care, everyone, and happy making.
Yes, happy making.
Okay. See you.
Bye.
Oh no. Let's see. Do I want to end the meeting? Leave the meeting. Oh my gosh. No, I don't want to do any of that. Oh my gosh. Let's see. I want to be here. I want to.
So we've only been doing